Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Today's guest is Aira. Aira was born in Tokyo and her mother was from America and her father was from Japan. So she had an interesting language situation when she was growing up. At university she studied Spanish and after graduating she spent 2 years in Canada. In Canada she did WWOOFing for a year and she worked at an art gallery for a year. Her most recent job has been as an announcer at FM Niseko. I was really happy that she agreed to be a guest on the Daily English Show. I asked her about her situation growing up and also about working at FM Niseko.
Difficult, it was really difficult. Like talking in front of mic. Talking in front of mic is really difficult. But then you have to talk in Japanese and English. 2 languages, and you have this information and information just comes in, and it can be, it will be easy to talk in Japanese, but here's a new information and you have to translate it in that moment. Then was really hard. No, that was my first time, and I get so nervous in front of camera or mic. So yeah, when I started, it was so terrible. I was just like almost fainting.
Kia ora, in Stick News today, a 13-year-old girl is the national texting champion of the United States. This American teenager won the National Texting Championship on Saturday after she typed the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in 15 seconds. The prize was 25,000 American dollars. The texting champ said that she was going to go shopping and buy lots of clothes. And that was Stick News for Monday, the 23rd of April. Kia ora. When you were a child, what language did your parents speak to you in? Did your parents speak to each other in English or Japanese? Can you give me an example of how growing up in a bilingual environment affected you? Were there any disadvantages? How were your English classes at school? Did people expect you to be good at English because your mother was American? When you were living in Canada, did you remember a lot of English from your childhood? If you have kids, what language do you think you'll speak to them in? What do you think is a good way to study English?
Well, my mother always spoke English to me, but I always talk to her in Japanese, so I think I'm good at understanding, hearing, and listening, but I didn't get enough chance to talk and express, so I'm not really good at talking. Both mixed. Like my mother talk in English and father Japanese, like that. So purple, purple, I cannot pronounce it right now. Well, it's called murasaki in Japanese, but my mother at the time couldn't say murasaki because it's a little bit hard for English people to say murasaki, so she always told that color purple. So I thought that color was purple, and I was talking Japanese all the time in my elementary school, but the color, I thought that was purple in Japanese. Am I making sense?
Yes.
So I was like my favorite color, I'm talking in Japanese, my favorite color is purple. The purple was the only English, and the other thing was Japanese, and all the other kids couldn't understand what is purple, and yeah, everybody thought I was like, what's this girl saying? What is purple? Yeah. Disadvantages. Well, it's Japan, so I'm not saying all Japanese people, but lots of Japanese people doesn't like the thing different from you. So I was different from other people. So lots of kids tried to attack me because my mother was American. But I thought that was really a stupid thing to do, but yeah, I learned lots from that point. I was terrible. Yeah, I think English class in Japanese school is not really good. It's just like reading textbook and writing, spelling. It's not really interesting, and you have to talk. I think. If you don't talk, you won't learn, I think. Yeah, everybody thought I would be a good student, but I was so shy and I didn't want to be a good student. So I didn't want to get a good prize. Prize? What? Good score in my test. So I did it intentionally. I did it really bad. Well, maybe yes, because, well, when I got there first time, my English was really bad. I couldn't even say, would you keep this for me, or it's that kind of easy thing, I couldn't even say that. But, well, after 2 months or 3 months, it just came out, so maybe it was from my childhood, I don't know, but just started to come out. Well, first I have to brush up my English. Otherwise, I'm gonna be telling that kid bad English. But when I get good at English, I want to talk to the kid, that kid in English. And my husband could talk to that kid in Japanese. And I think, yeah. Well, when I was young, I think I really had a good experience. Like, when you're young, your brain is really soft, so you can, learn everything. So, yeah, both language. Yeah, growing kids in both language will be nice, I think. Well, I had a chance to read Harry Potter book, and that was really interesting. And at the time I couldn't talk English, but I wanted to read the book, so I tried really hard, and each time you understand the line, it's really fun, and it gets interesting more and more. So first, textbook, the thing you learn English from has to be interesting, I think, and that gives student motivation.
Right, motivation.
Yeah, I think that's it. And like experiencing something. Like, well, I grew up in Tokyo, and there's a base, I think Air Force base, called Yokota Air Base in Tokyo. And I don't know if you can visit there anymore, but when I was young, I had a chance to visit them. When was it? On Halloween, I guess. And it was so interesting. And then you want to talk with those people, and you want to know what they're thinking, and you want to know their culture. And that's the start, I guess. You have to be interested.
Where was Aira born? Tokyo. Where is her mother from? America. Where is her father from? Japan. What language did she study at university? Spanish. How long did she live in Canada? 2 years. And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow.